to do? It's Zyga here with SBG Sobeast Gaming. Today we're back with another video, and this video is crazier than ever. This is one of our craziest videos we've ever done. These are the top 10 cursed movies you should not be watching. You should not watch any of these films. There's only one film on this list that you probably should watch, and it's like a rite of passage kind of, but we'll get to that film later on. But these are movies that you probably never heard of, and you probably should, well, you definitely should not see any of these movies. But we're going to talk about them anyway because it's fun, interesting, talk about cinema that just goes a little bit too far, and that may be crazy, and to watch out. So if you see it, don't. Anyway, let's get into the video right now. First movie on our list right here is called Caligula, and hopefully I'm pronouncing these movies correctly, but this is a very, lavish, just a really fun, just the way that it's shot. It's a Roman epic that just looks beautiful on the outskirts. Just looking at the scenes, it looks amazing and everything. Really beautiful film, but there are scenes in this film that are just too explicit to really just sit through. This film is very much a war between what is art and what is just straight up explicit content, if you will. And the actors later described the set being a surreal and kind of an exploitative type of setting, and the way that the movie was done is pretty much banned, and it was seized in many countries. So the history of the film is even more disturbing than the movie itself. But yes, this is an intense movie, and it is it's the reason why it is cursed on our list. Next movie on our list right here is a movie you should never watch, and literally it has been banned everywhere. I looked on IMDb and just read through some of the comments, and this film is definitely a crazy movie. This movie, if I can pronounce it correctly, is called Dulkeza, and it's also called Playing with Love. There's an alternative title as well. Anyway, this is a coming-of-age story, and this movie is intense. It is crazy as heck, and it's basically was banned everywhere because there are children in the film, and it is a crazy film. So yeah, definitely don't watch this one, and it has been banned everywhere, literally, and that's why it is cursed on our list right here. The next movie on our list right here is called Destricted. Now, Destricted, this movie is kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Is it like explicit, just type content, or is it art? And this is like a collection of short films all together into one big film, and just the way that the atmosphere is something that you don't want to see. It feels like you're watching something you shouldn't see, and this film gained a lot of notoriety because audiences couldn't really agree if it's serious or in something provocative. It gives you that melancholy Der Engel feel, if you get my drift. But yes, Destricted, yeah. You probably want to stay away from this one. Next movie on our list right here is a title that is just pretty much blatant. It's called Erotic Witchcraft. Now, this movie right here is something that is very intense. It's literally it's basically about witches, magical rituals and hypnosis and surreal dream imagery. And this film is just has a real uncanny atmosphere, and the occult and everything around it and stuff, the vibe is just very intense. And it's actually over years it's actually been hard to find copies of this movie, but the reputation alone is kind of what makes the hype around it and everything have that cursed type feeling to it. But yes, this movie goes a little too far, if you will. Okay, so next movie on our list right here has a funny title. It's called Maniac Nurses Find Ecstasy, and this movie is a crazy film. It kind of gives you the feeling of watching the movie Saw, the Saw movies, how intense those movies are from James Wan. And this movie is filled with just brutal scenes that are just like, oh my goodness. It's about nurses luring men and doing things to those men, and this film has like a real it's like a low budget nihilism type of film, and it's like a fever dream, really intense. You when you're watching, you're like, oh my goodness, should I be watching this? And no, none of these movies, none of the movies I mentioned so far, don't watch nothing. Okay, so next movie on our list right here is called The Untamed. Now, this movie is a Mexican erotic horror film, and this movie has repression, cosmic horror, it's just all tangled up together in one package that just makes you feel like you're watching an art house film, but it is just a toxic, just, you know, the way the film just lingers with you after watching it for many days. It's like, oh my goodness, should I have seen that movie? I guess it was not tamed, like the title said, and it is most definitely Untamed. And yes, but no, this movie is on our list right here. Crazy movie. The next movie on our list right here is a crazy movie. This movie is called Singapore Sling. Now this movie is in black and white. It's a Greek nightmare and noir detective type fiction type thing, and there are things in this film that should not be happening. And there's domination, there's psychological things happening, there's a surreal, you know, things happening, and family things happening, if you know what I mean, and things you should not be doing with your family. And no, this film feels like a grimy, psychological, unstable experience, and it really became legendary underground cinema, you know. So yeah, it's definitely a crazy film. You know, people, you know, when they watched it, they couldn't know if they admired it or just regretted watching it. Most of them regretted watching this. This is an intense film. These are intense films, y'all. Next movie on our list is actually a really good movie. I love this movie. This movie is actually called Possession. Now this movie is an intense movie. It took a lot of time for them to make the movie. There was a lot of different behind the scene elements to even bring this movie to life, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But the lead actress in the film really gave her all in the film. Everything you see on the screen is really real acting. She did amazing acting throughout the entire film. It's very believable, just kind of really over the top, just super crazy film. Honestly, watching the film twice back to back, you know, I just don't even understand really what's going on, really. I had to watch it probably a third time, but the scenes are so brutal. The actress really almost like, she didn't quit acting altogether, but it definitely affected her, you know, greatly after the film was done. She, when the film was premiered at Cannes, she saw the clips because she was never allowed to see the footage of the film as it was being made. And when she saw it, she literally broke down into tears, and it was too much. And yeah, so this film is really intense. Even for the viewer watching it, you could really just, you know, feel the intensity of it. So it is a crazy movie, and it is on our list as, yes, just craziness, crazy. Okay, so next movie on our list is called Immoral Tales, and this movie is just an anthology type of movie, just a collection of little different stories that involve blood rituals, voyeurism, and some family matter tones, and not Drake. And but no, this movie is intense. This movie is crazy. It's on our list, and you know, it's one of those European, you know, art house circle type things that you know, people didn't know if it was exploitation or what was it. But yeah, it's definitely one of those, you know, movies that's been underground, and yeah, it's a little crazy, but that's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Next movie on our list, and the last movie on our list, is probably one that you guys are all familiar with, and that's the reason why I saved it for last, because I didn't want to do all the typical top movies. I use you know, AI to help me with this list. I'm sorry, but yes, I did. But no, this movie right here is The Exorcist, and everyone knows about this film, how the creation, how the behind the scenes was crazy, and yes, so it was really intense, this movie. Obviously, it's a great cultural, you know, classic movie. So really, you know, props for you know, for them to bring this movie to life. It's a crazy, amazing movie, and you know, William Friedkin did an amazing job, you know, with creating the film and all that. But yes, literally there were parts where the whole set burned down except Reagan's room, which is crazy. There's a lot of different little elements behind the scenes, you know, people that watch the film, whatever, experience different things. So it's an intense film. You know, if you enjoy horror movies, definitely check this one out, but do it with caution, of course. But yes, all these lists I usually make myself, but this list I wanted to use AI, and it did help with finding some of these movies. Now, I am a filmmaker. I do make movies, and if you guys want to check out my own film, my movie is called Only Feet. It's a very intense film, very graphic film. It talks about the culture of OnlyFans and everything like that. Definitely worth checking out. If you guys want to check it out, the link to it is in the video description. It's free to watch, and has lots of twists and turns that will keep you guessing until the end. Well, until next time, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Stop playing games. You never should have blocked me. What's the name of your employer?
What is it that you do, sir?
Hell is near, hell is near, hell is near.
And she said that she ordered something from you that was sweet and yummy.
I just want